Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing 5 of my best tips on how to survive running in the wintertime. I'm wearing my running hoodie so I can get in the spirit of today's video. Actually, this is the 3rd hoodie I've worn today because I spilled on the last 2. But that's besides the fact, so let's go! Tip number 1, dress appropriately. What my mom always tells me is your body warms up to 20 degrees above what it is when you're running. So if it's 30 degrees, it'll feel like 50. If it's 40 degrees, it'll feel like 60, and so on and so forth. You need to layer up depending on what the temperature is. If it is below 30, you're probably gonna need 3 layers at least on top. 1 thick layer, like a good pair of pants on bottom. These pants are the Under Armour heat gear. So they're lined on the inside with like a fleecy kind of material, but they're not too hot, so you're not gonna sweat. Cotton pants are the worst idea in the cold. I don't know what it is. They're not warm at all. You're gonna feel the wind blowing in places you didn't want to feel the wind blowing in. I would say invest in one good outerwear jacket. This is my favorite outerwear jacket. It's by Brooks. It's weather resistant on the outside, so if it's snowing or raining, it'll just wipe off. My favorite cold weather accessories are these. Fingerless gloves. Because if you have an iPhone 7, you can't unlock your phone without your skin pressing the button. These gloves have thumb holes so you can press them efficiently. Second thing, cover your ears. If your extremities are cold during your run, you want to turn around and go back home. At least I do. So if all of my extremities are covered, I won't be as sad. So if you get a little ear warmer thing. Tip number 2, bring water. In the winter, they always shut off all the drinking fountains, and sometimes they even close the bathrooms. And you're out there in the cold, and you're parched, and there's no way to get water. So you have to bring your own water. And this little guy is from Amazon. I think it was about $10, and it only holds 6 ounces. So if you're going on a long run, you're gonna need more water than this. But this can usually last me up till about 5 miles. Third tip, wireless headphones. I don't really like to run hands-free, especially in the winter time, because it is too cold to have your hand try to hold onto your phone with gloves on, because it's gonna slip away. It's gonna slip away, and you're gonna have more problems than you need. These are my wireless headphones. They're from Skull Candy. You do have to keep them charged, which is my #1 pet peeve with wireless headphones, because I always forget to charge them and they die on like my most important run. Like if I'm gonna run a long run, that's when they're dead. So you always have to remember to keep them charged. But these are just great. You don't have to worry about cords whipping around in the wind and coming out of your ears and messing around with it when you're freezing. Tip number 4 is have a good playlist. Having a good playlist ranks really high on the list of importance for me. So if you're having a bad run and you don't have any motivation, if you have a good playlist, you can get through it. This has been my favorite running song this month. You can go follow my playlist on Spotify. You can find me just by searching my name. I have a ton of running playlists. Tip number 5. My last tip is to suck it up. Running is not easy. It's especially not easy when it's 20 degrees out and the wind is whipping in your face. But you can do it. You have to prepare. You need to check the weather. You need to know how many layers to bring. It's always better to wear more than it is to wear less. You can strip off and just like tie it around your waist. And as soon as you warm up, you're gonna feel great, but you have to stick it out to the first mile. That is always the hardest on the cold run, because your body is like made of cement and you feel like freaking Frosty the Snowman. But once you're warmed up, you've got all your layers, you've got your wireless headphone, you've got your water, you're prepared. There's no reason that you can't finish your run. I hope these helped a little bit or inspired you to go on a run even though it's freezing cold out. If you liked this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, leave me a comment on what tips you want to see next, and I'll see you next time.